Yo. It's your boy Miles Cunningham. Man, I apologize for being a couple minutes late because the markets are taking a little dip at the 4:00 mark. So I wanted to get into a couple of joints. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to get into a couple of joints on my Robinhood. You know what I'm saying? For those that mess with the Robinhood, the Weebles, and the stocks and whatever. Everything just kind of took a dip just now. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to get in that before the trading day was over. So here we go. You know what I'm saying? But today we're gonna be talking about the game doesn't care about your feelings. The game doesn't care about your feelings, guys. I'm sorry. I mean, it just doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Even if you do everything right, even if you're a player, even if you bet in 1,000, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be things that happen sometimes that you can't even explain. And nobody's going to care about your feelings. The girl's going to ghost, she's going to flake, she's going to act funny, she's going to do something. And you're going to feel a certain way. You're going to get frustrated. Your ego is going to be hurt. But the point is, the thing you got to remember is that nobody cares. No one cares. The game doesn't care about your feelings. But shout out to all the people in the chat, man. Let me see. We got Wardell, we got Keith, we got Ricky, we got James. Who else we got? We got Brad, we got Indigo, Alex, Iceberg S, what up? Danny, John, My Life as Jay, what up? Naz Wakatu, or whatever that is, Ronnie, KJ, Phil Brand, Tony, Danny, Iceberg. We said all those, James. All right. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. Look, so I'm gonna have y'all take a look at this. You know how we do. You know how we do. Shout out to the big homie Lucario. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. But Lucario's not here right now, so I'm holding it down. You feel me? But yeah, check this out while I put the phone lines on.
Everybody has game. The thing is, though, is your game weak or is your game strong? See, that's the difference. See, having weak game is synonymous with having no game. But you have game, you have a strategy to get what you want, but your strategy might be weak.
I always tell these guys, snap your fingers. And I tell them, snap your fingers. Like, you hear that sound? I'm like, what is that sound? Bitch, that's a 17-year-old that just turned 18. That's a 19-year-old that just turned 21. They are just, they're everywhere.
Hi, how you doing? You think I give a fuck about how you doing, bitch? All I want you to motherfucking do is open your mouth and say something so I can hear how your voice sounds so it can tell me how the fuck to get at you.
Your feelings are not facts. Because you feel like whatever you feel like, you can't get me to believe that there's more than two genders. You understand what I'm saying? And truthfully, I'm not sorry because I can't really make facts out of your fucking feelings. Matter of fact, fuck your feelings. There's only two genders. Only two genders. You trying to tell me that genders are neutral and niggas is trying to come up with 92 fucking genders, bro.
There's this narrative now that it's okay for a man to cry, and it's really pushing this sensitivity, express yourself, express your feelings. One thing I've always respected about my father growing up, I never seen my dad cry. Me and him would get into arguments, we would go at it, we would fight. I would say the harshest things to him I could to hurt his feelings, but I never broke him.
Shoot, just the right pair of shoes get your dick sucked. Just the right pair of shoes. Women don't, seriously, you could look like Boris Joe. You be 6'8", have a print down to your knee. They look at those shoes, they bust, they just like, oh no, not him. Nah, boo-boo.
The bitches shine because of the nigga. Period. Like, and when it's functioning correctly, that's the way it is. So, on that note, dick is a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift.
And you got to play your way from start to the end. That's having game. Because if you do that, what you expect is what's going to happen. See, don't no accidents happen with motherfuckers that got game.
Yeah. And I mean, the phone lines are up, guys. The phone lines are up. So Donation rules are in effect. You know what I'm saying? The phone lines are up. Donation rules are in effect. If y'all want to put a question in the chat, put a question in the chat, and I'll get to it. Yeah, man. So like I said, man, the game doesn't care. The game doesn't care. And I wrote down a couple notes. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk about it real quick. I mean, but the game doesn't care. I got to understand that. And this goes to a video that I did the other day about, life is an opportunity and you got to do what you can with it because there's no guarantees. Even if you understand game and you know the game to the letter, there's no guarantees to this shit. You know what I'm saying? And a big part of the game is knowing what to do in response to something happening, not just always doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Like accidents don't happen to motherfuckers that got game. However, life gonna throw different things at you. And it's not just about what life throws at you. It's about how you respond to it. You understand? Because if you got game, you also understand that you're not gonna allow your emotions to have you make mistakes, right? Because you're in control of your emotions. You're in control of, what's going to happen. So the first thing I want to talk about is, the game doesn't care about your feelings. The game doesn't care at all. Right. But the first thing you have to understand about the game, like the number one rule is that you got to learn how to move the fuck on. Move on. You got to move on. You understand? You got to move on. Too many dudes get stuck on one situation. Too many dudes get stuck on one thing happening. Too many dudes get stuck on one opportunity. Too many dudes get stuck on one chick. That one-itis bullshit. You understand? A lot of times things happen in the game and for whatever reason, we don't understand it or we're trying to figure it out. But a lot of times the real reason why you're trying to figure shit out is because your ego was hurt. For example, a lot of dudes call up the show, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to them for calling up. There's no wrong. There's no bad questions. There's no stupid questions. You understand? But a big part of why a lot of guys, yeah, Ryan Smith, I just shaved too. A big part of the reason why dudes call up and be like, yeah, so I had this girl I was dealing with and we went out on a date and everything was good. But then I tried to set up the second date and then she ghosted. Why do girls do that? And it's like, nigga, why do you give a fuck? Move on. You see what I'm saying? The only reason why you truly give a fuck is because your ego's hurt, because you had expectations on what you were going to do with the girl, because you felt like, oh man, I'm about to make, the date was good. She got a cool vibe. She's cooperative and I smashed. So now I'm trying to make her part of the team. See, you have to understand something about life. Expectations lead to disappointment. I'm going to say that again. Expectations lead to disappointment. So when you expect something, you understand? It puts your mind in a space where you're anticipating a certain outcome. And when you're anticipating a certain outcome, you prepare for that outcome. And then when something else happens, you're unprepared. I'm talking to somebody out there. I am talking to somebody out there. Listen, I'm going to say that shit again. Expectation leads to disappointment because when you expect a certain outcome, when you expect something, your brain prepares for the expected outcome. And then when something else happens, you're unprepared. You get what I'm saying? This is why you have to stay logical. This is why you have to stay focused. This is why you have to stay focused on the grind and not the outcome. You understand? In other words, stay focused on yourself and not the bitches. Because the bitches is a part of the outcome, right? Getting to smash, getting to go on dates, getting to, be with these chicks, putting them on the roster, putting them on the rotation, whatever. That's the outcome. But the grind, the hustle is in here. And that's what we need to focus on. You understand? Because if we focus on ourselves, if we focus on always making sure that we are intelligent, gamed up, wisdom minded, and versatile, and not just versatile, but adaptable, that means we have the ability to deal with whatever comes because we're not focused on just one outcome. We're focused on preparing ourselves for whatever happens. So then it doesn't matter what happens. We're ready for the next move. You understand? If you are a fighter and you're expecting somebody to punch, you're like, oh yeah, I know how to handle this guy's right cross. You know what I'm saying? Okay. He's about to strike. I'm expecting the right cross. And then the next thing you know, he do a roundhouse kick on your ass from the left. And you get knocked out because the whole time you was waiting for the right cross. But he gave you a left roundhouse to your fucking jaw. You see what I'm saying? That's why it doesn't make sense to expect anything. Just continue to focus on yourself, focus on the grind to make sure that you know that you're prepared for whatever comes. You get what I'm saying? Make sure that you're prepared for whatever comes. And that's a big part of what game is about. You know what I'm saying? That's a big part of what game is about. Because I followed the Bad Boy membership and Lucario said do this, and so if I do this, what's gonna happen is this. You understand? And it's not just about, okay, I'm gonna do this and then get this outcome. No, it's about I'm gonna do this and see what happens, and then whatever happens, I got enough game to circumvent and negotiate the terrain in whatever comes across. Why? Because I'm gamed up, because I understand game from all angles. The problem with a lot of dudes is that y'all think of things very linearly. You understand? You think of things in a straight line. So you think, okay, I'm going to get on the Bad Boy membership. And then as soon as I get on the Bad Boy membership, I'm going to have a bunch of bitches. That's not how it works. You understand? You have to understand that life is not that simple. It's just a little bit more complicated than that. You understand? So you have to understand that, okay, it's not linear. So, okay, I'm going to get on the Bad Boy membership. Then there's certain things on the Bad Boy membership that are going to appeal to me because of my identity. And then I'm going to embrace those things. And then I'm going to practice them on my day to day. And then I'm going to see what happens. And I'm going to start to recognize certain patterns in the game. And then once I recognize certain patterns in the game, I'm going to develop responses to those patterns that I'm starting to recognize. But everything that I just said is based on the person that you are. Meanwhile, another person is going to get on the Bad Boy membership, for example, and have a totally different experience. But y'all probably gonna end up more than likely y'all gonna end up at the same place with y'all having more bitches than y'all had before y'all got on the Bad Boy membership. You see what I'm saying? But again, it's not linear. Things happen all the time. Different things happen all the time. So you can't just be sitting there expecting one outcome to the action. You know what I'm saying? Because every action provides a reaction, right? But sometimes we start to expect a certain reaction, and then when we expect it, and then something different happens, we start looking like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? We start looking like, oh shit, something different happened. I don't know what to do now. And that's a part of the reason why so many dudes have so many like elementary questions, because they're thinking in a linear pattern. They're not thinking in a universal game pattern. That's probably what I should have named this shit. To learn how to think in a universal game pattern, meaning that you have a certain level of game that you know how to tackle different situations and different scenarios in different ways. Like, for example, the average dude, he always be like, yo, what should I say to a girl when I'm on a date? And, it's hard for me to have conversations with women because I don't know what to say. And that's because most guys are thinking linearly. They're thinking very simple. They're thinking, well, I want to have sex, so what should I say? And it's like, it's not about that. It's not about that. If you want to have sex, you got to provide an entire experience to lead that woman into the frame of mind to want to have sex with you. It's not just about, oh, well, I just want sex and I want this to happen. And that's the problem with so many dudes. You're in a space where It's like you just want to go from point A to point B. You understand? And it's like there's nothing directly wrong with that. But the problem is that you leave a lot of experience and information on the table. You understand? Because look, granted, you have certain situations where it can be that simple. You know, you meet a girl and you say one thing to her and then automatically she's back at your spot and y'all smashing. It happens like that sometimes too. I'm not saying it doesn't, but what I'm saying is that most guys, that's what they're looking for. And I'm saying it doesn't happen that way all the time. And that's what puts you in a difficult position when it comes to game, because you're thinking about it on an elementary level. You're just like, oh, 2 + 2 is 4 and that's it. Well, shit, sometimes the game gives you, a squared plus b squared equals n to the second power plus c squared and all of this shit. And you got to solve for q. And you looking at niggas like, what? You know what I'm saying? But if you understood if you understand addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, and calculus, then you can solve pretty much any fucking equation on the planet. And that's where game comes in. And I'm gonna tell y'all, man, the reason why I even came up with this idea for this show is because, like I told y'all, since the beginning of the year, the dates been rolling in. Like these chicks, I don't know what's going on, but these chicks is feeling the kid heavy. So I've been getting a whole lot of dates. And I mean, like I've been as far as smashing so far, I think I'm at like a maybe a 4 out of 6, like a 4 out of 6 percentage. So I'm running at about 40% right now. You know what I'm saying? And I got one repeat. I got one repeat smasher in the bunch. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not doing bad, but there's some situations where the date went perfect. The attraction was there. The chemistry, we were making out. It was hot and heavy. It was good. It was, it was like, in my mind, I started expecting shit. I was like, I got this in the bag. I'm about to smash. And then shit just went left. And I'm sitting there like, and I'm back in my apartment like, and a part of me gets frustrated. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, is this bitch trying to play me? And I start to think, I'm like, I did everything right. Like, sometimes I feel the same way some of y'all niggas do. Be like, yo, this nigga Miles think he know everything. This nigga Miles out here spitting game and I get more bitches than him. Fuck Miles. He don't know what the fuck you talking about. I start thinking that way like, damn, what the fuck didn't I do? Why didn't I? And the point I'm trying to make is that the most important thing to do in those type of situations is not to worry about what didn't happen. The most important thing to do in those situations is to be thankful for what did happen, right? Be thankful that you had a successful date overall, right? And move on. Start swiping on more chicks. Start getting to the next girl. Start getting to the next situation, right? Because I'm gonna get back into my notes real quick. Hold on. Because see, the thing is that, so I already talked about moving on. Moving on is a number one rule, right? But when you focus on your feelings, it slows you down. You understand? When things go the different way, a different way than what you really wanted, then you start worrying about, what did I do wrong? And why did she do this? And I'm frustrated and I feel this way and I feel that way. Fucking you thinking about your feelings. Focusing on the way you feel as a result of the occurrences, right? In your dating life or whatever. It only slows you down because that's valuable time that you could be using to source more chicks. Because here it is. What's your number one goal? Your number one goal is to find for most guys, it's to find a good girl, right? For some guys, it's to find a decent rotation. For some guys, it's to build up a decent roster. That's your goal. And in all three of those goals, which is your bottom line, where is feelings in that? Where? It's nowhere to be found. So the truth is that if you haven't found that girl, if you haven't built that roster, if you don't have a rotation like you wanted, what's the point of sitting there worrying about your feelings? And I'm not saying you can't have feelings and you can't get frustrated. I'm not saying that. We're all human and we all deal with emotions, right? But we have to understand that that's not the bottom line. The bottom line is to get to our goal, and focusing on the way we feel as a result of something that already happened only slows us down in the process to get to our goal. You understand? So we have to be careful when it comes to, getting frustrated, because like I said, I go through it too. I'm like, yo, it was perfect. I did this, I did that. We was vibing. Everything was great. How come my dick is dry tonight? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, yo, and I'm wearing this t-shirt. I know women love sex. I know they do. I got them talking about this shit, explaining. We on a date. She's explaining to me in detail about her favorite fucking positions. So how the fuck is my dick dry tonight? How? You understand? But again, it's like I told you on the other video. It's like there's so many things with the female anatomy alone, right? And then on top of that, why worry about my feelings? Her saying no or her not doing what the hell I wanted her to do has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with her. Whatever's going through her mind, maybe she's scared, maybe she's going through a period, and the bottom line is, does it matter? No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. All that really matters is that I move on so I can get closer to my goal, which is whatever it is, which is to find a good girl, get a rotation, or build up my roster. You see what I'm saying? And then, and another thing is that we should understand too, that every situation is different, and every situation can show inconsistency. But the best way for you to get closer to success is for you to stay consistent. So that means you got to run, like I told you got to have a certain script when it comes to the game, right? You have a certain script when it comes to the game, and you don't deviate. You don't deviate from that script. You understand? You need to be as consistent as you can. Now, I'm not saying don't adapt to the situation, but you still can't forget what your underlying bottom line is, which is you being authentic, right? Because even if you adapt, you still got to be honest, you still got to be truthful, and you still got to be who you are. You understand? So you got to maintain your consistency, even though a lot of the situations that you'll find yourself in may be inconsistent. You understand? So in the face of inconsistency, it's your job to stay consistent, which is why you can't stop and worry about your feelings. You got to move on. You got to keep doing what you do, build up that internal hustle and keep it moving. You see what I'm saying? And here's the thing too. Here's another thing, right? Don't let what happened with one chick affect how you run your game. And what I mean is, no matter if something happens with that chick that is good or something happens with the chick that is bad. And here's what I mean. So say you meet a chick and y'all smash, everything is cool. And you like, oh, because of whatever she looks like, okay, this is how I'm gonna switch it up, and I'm gonna start treating chicks like this because it worked out this way with her. You understand? And then you go on your next date, and then you switch up the game because it worked out for that one chick, and then you try the same thing on another chick, and it doesn't work. And now you're confused because now you're letting something that happened with one chick affect, even though it's good. You try to do that with another chick, and now your inconsistencies is showing failure. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is that even if whatever happens with that one chick is good, or the outcome was good, just on a fluke or just for whatever, don't be inconsistent because of that. Still maintain your consistency, because a lot of times when something happened that's bad, we try to switch up, and so when something happened that's good, we try to switch up. And it's like, the thing is, again, don't let anything affect your inner hustle, your inner grind, the true identity of who you are and your bottom line. You understand? It's kind of like when you do like, say you grinding and you're doing some type of creative work, and then somebody comes to you and says, "Oh man, I love your work. You're doing such a great job." A lot of times people let that shit affect their ego, and then what happens? They slow down. They slow down on their hustle. They slow down on their grind because they like, oh, well, people keep telling me I'm doing a good job, so there's no reason for me to take it that seriously anymore. And it's like, that's wrong. That's wrong, because the hustle that got you there is what got them to compliment you in the first place. So why would you take your foot off the gas now? And that's what happens to a lot of us. See, that's a dangerous part about ego is that when somebody strokes our ego, sometimes we take our foot off the gas. And then a lot of times when we don't get enough validation for our ego, it makes us like depressed, and then we take our foot off the gas. You understand? So you have to be careful when it comes to ego. You have to be careful when it comes to your feelings and frustration and all of that shit. And you also have to be careful to your ego when it comes to being validated. Whether they say good job or bad job, it doesn't matter. You should never take your foot off the fucking gas. You should never forget your bottom line and the goals and the purpose and the reason why you're doing what you're doing. Never. So whether you get to smash a chick or your dick is dry that night, get back to what you was doing, which is, swiping or hollering at more chicks, whatever it is you do to source your females or whatever it is you do. Never take your foot off the gas. Just because one chick was receptive, it doesn't matter. I still got to holler at more chicks. You understand? A lot of a good example is that when dudes go out, cruising for chicks or whatever, and then maybe the first girl they talk to is receptive. They exchange numbers. Maybe they even make out with the girl and everything is all good. And then instead of continuing his night and going to another spot or rolling to another section of the venue to holler at more chicks, he's like, well, I already got that girl's number, so I'm good. And then they go home and call it a night. You understand? That's like taking your foot off the gas. You can never take your foot off the gas, even if what's going on is good. It seems like it's a good thing. But we got a call right here. I'm gonna take it real quick. 719. What's going on? This Miles Cunningham. What's going on?
What's good? It's Greg from Denver. I donated.
I appreciate you, man. Thanks for donating. What's going on, Greg from Denver?
For sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I noticed for me or whatever, like my year is starting out kind of slow.
Mm-hmm.
But what I notice is for me is it usually starts out slow, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as the year progresses, it picks up momentum, and then it's more it gets more solid. So I've been having a lot of flakes, and I remember you said what you should do is like plan something else besides the date. So that way, if it is a flake or, the woman decides to change her mind,
mm-hmm.
you're not sitting there like, oh, what am I going to do now? You know, it's like, well, I was going to go here anyway, so I'm going to just keep going.
Right. Exactly. That's definitely what you should do. Because at the end of the day, it's about having a good time. It's not just about fucking with chicks. It's really about having a good time and having experiences. You know what I'm saying? So whether or not the chick shows up, you should still focus on, having a good time or having experiences. You feel me? So that's very important.
Right.
But tell me more about the slow start to your year. Why do you think your year is starting off slow?
Okay, so far I just had like one direct contact, like one direct smash. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Other than that, I've been getting a couple flakes. So what I've been doing is I don't know why directly, but I think that maybe I just need to change and rearrange my profile. So I just been revamping things on my profile, like my bio. I just kind of revamped it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I got a photo shoot this weekend. So, I think the thing is sometimes like what worked in maybe 2021 may not work coming into the new year. So what I'm doing is just coming up with different strategies and stuff like that to rework,
Right. So you say you had a photo shoot this weekend?
Yeah, I have a photo shoot this weekend.
You have one coming up. Okay. And also
I got one coming up.
So the photos that are on your dating joint now, what are they professional or are they like cell phone photos?
Okay, so I took the EO approach. So what I did was I did like one professional picture, one amateur picture, one professional picture, one amateur. So I say mix.
Okay. Okay. So and
like
the professional ones is from a photo shoot?
You said what now?
The professional ones that you have on your profile now, are they from a photo shoot?
Yeah, they're from a photo shoot.
Okay. And then you said for the bio what?
For the bio, I just kind of reworked my bio a little bit because I had the bio on there that I used in 2021 and it was good. So I was just like, well, let me just change and rearrange the bio a little bit.
So wait, hold on. If it was good, then why did you change it?
Because it just didn't seem like it was working out this year. So I was like, I was in a state where I'm like, okay, maybe I just need to rework everything
Mm-hmm.
and then just go from what the results are there.
Gotcha.
You know, like I was saying, like maybe what worked for me in 2021 may not work for me coming into the new year. So let me just experiment a little bit, and it's not going to help. I mean, it's not going to hurt to rework the bio just to see, and then take some new pictures, because you always want to kind of keep your pictures updated anyway. You know?
Right. The other thing is how long is your bio? Like how many lines? How many sentences?
Okay, so I say my bio is probably like maybe 2 or 3 lines, and it's straight to the point. So it comes across as like I'll say something like, okay, so I describe how tall I am. So I'm like 6'1". And then I had like a little joke on there, like, oh well, you know, in school I was a class clown, so you know I'm good with the jokes, kind of, you know, like in a joking type of way. And then I just put yeah. So, you know, don't hesitate. I can't really explain it verbatim because it's going to sound goofy explaining it verbatim, but it's along those lines where it's kind of short, sweet. Hey, looking to hang out, have a good time, see where it goes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. See, because the thing with me and bios is that I feel like the shorter the better. Right. In my opinion, like I don't believe in being too jokey. I believe everything about dating apps is to be straight to the point. Because I'm just of the mindset that it's not really about the dating app. I don't need you being entertained while on the dating app. I need you wanting to see me face to face. So all the jokes and all the extra shit, I keep that shit to a minimum. You see what I'm saying? Because my number one priority is to get you face to face.
So I got my bio pulled up right here. So I'll just go through it real quick.
Okay.
It just says 6'1", big on working out and cooking. Hiking is icing on the cake for me. I'm a Colorado guy. So I put in school, I was voted best dressed in class clown. So I got jokes. And then I just put into women that are fit and working out. If you're tall, that's a plus, you know? So I'm just going to say this. I had a woman that came on my page and she was like, she came at me with like I find it interesting that you comment on what you want in a woman and just physicalities. So I said to her, I was like, did you swipe on my page just to debate?
Right.
Because she's I guess she's like an attorney, but my whole thing is like, you know, if you don't like it, then why even come on my page then? Kick rocks then, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So she didn't really respond back, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's kind of like sums up what my profile is. That's not too long, do you think?
What I would do is I would take off what you looking for in a woman.
Okay.
I would take that off because whatever you type about what you're looking for in a woman, a lot of women feel like so everything else is absolutely not what you're looking for. You get what I'm saying? Right, so basically what I'm saying is that you basically isolate certain women when you do that.
I got you.
Or alienate, or you alienate certain women. Huh?
No, I was just getting ready to say, like, one thing that I noticed is I was getting a lot of, not to really, get to whatever on thing, but I was getting a lot of like fat women, like, like obese women that were coming to me or whatever. So I thought that if I put something like that, it would kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of get it to the point where women would be like, okay, well, nah, because it was just getting like ridiculous to a certain point. Like, here's the thing. Here's the thing you got to understand. Here's the thing you got to understand as far as like, matches, you still dictate who you respond to. So wouldn't you rather have a variety of women matching with you and then you choose who to actually respond to? Right. That's probably going to be the best way going forward. Exactly. You see, so you see what I mean, right? You see what I mean? Where like, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. You want a certain type of woman to get at you, but at the same time, you get to pick and choose because here's the thing. Of course you want fit women, right? But let's just say there's a woman that's 10 pounds over your fit limit and she's still cute and she still has a lot in common with you. Wouldn't you rather take her
and rather than have her not even match with you because you said some shit about women being fit. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, and then I'm thinking too, like the fit women may look at that and might be like, well, he's kind of vain, so I don't even want to deal with it.
Exactly.
Do that
See,
too,
here's the thing. A lot of the stuff that you put in was cool, but I would simplify it. Like instead of saying, "Oh, in high school I was a class clown," all you could say is, "I love to laugh." Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Instead of saying, and don't put your height neither. Fuck all that. Don't put your height. Don't put your height, because as much as they say women love tall men, there are a lot of women out there who might be short who are intimidated by tall men. See, the thing is, to me personally, look, me, I'm on it like this. I like making my shit as general as possible because women are flaky, insecure, and emotional. So I keep my shit in generalities so I can bring in as many of them as I can match with as many of them as I can, and then I pick and choose who to reply to. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
When you
it puts more of a general aspect.
Yes. So instead of saying, "Oh, in high school I was the class clown," you could just be like, "Yo, I love to laugh." You get what I'm saying? More people can relate to "I love to laugh" than thinking about all the way back to high school. Because, for example, just think about this. For example, what if there's a girl out there that's really cute and she has a lot in common with you, but she didn't have the best high school experience? And because you put the word high school in there, she's thinking, I wouldn't match with him, but he was a class clown in high school, and I hate everybody from my fucking high school. I can't stand high school. So pass. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. Now, let me ask you a question. Now, I know you use Bumble, and I'm assuming you use Tinder, right?
I use Bumble, Tinder, and Hinge. Bumble, Tinder, Hinge, and Facebook dating. I use all four.
Right. Because I know Lucario said that he likes Tinder the best. Do you like Bumble? Because I see you sometimes on the thing, and I notice you swipe a lot on Bumble.
Bro, I have no favorite, bro. It's because I get dates from all of them. I get dates from Hinge, I get dates from Tinder, Bumble, and Facebook, bro. So I don't have a favorite. I'm just and I have my profile is pretty much the same on each one of them. But I have a mixed bag when it comes to results on each one.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know Facebook dating, it started out really good, but now I don't really mess with it too much.
It slowed down. When it first started, I got a lot of really good dates, but right now it's actually the slowest out of the four that I use. Because Tinder is a little bit more consistent. Hinge has been more consistent since I changed my profile, but I'm not telling y'all my profile unless y'all schedule a consultation. I mean my bio. Hinge has been better since I changed my bio since the other day. And then I get
I know Tinder and Bumble do it for me. Bumble is always consistent for me.
Tinder. All of them is pretty consistent. The slowest one is really Facebook. I don't know what's up with Facebook, man. I don't know what's up with Facebook. I don't know what's up with these chicks.
I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna let you go. You know what Facebook reminds me of? Facebook reminds me of POF towards the end. Like you got a lot of bots and a lot of trash and all that,
Yeah, man.
For sure.
But
hey, I appreciate you taking my call, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and like I said, man, maintain your bottom line. Don't let nothing phase you. You know what I'm saying? Just stick to the game, and you'll be all right, man. Just have patience and keep it moving. Like focus on yourself and focus on the inner hustle and the inner grind. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Yeah, I appreciate you.
All right, man. Take it easy, bro. Thanks for donating.
All right, you too.
All right, peace. All right. 706. You're on live with Miles Cunningham. Did you donate?
Oh yeah, man. I donated.
All right, what's going on with you? Appreciate you. Thanks for donating.
I got a question, bro. Like, I got a bad stutter, but like, I want to approach women, but like, I'm kind of like scared though, man. Like, I mean, like, I'm trying to say like, what, like, should I do like about it though? Like, that's my question though.
What should you do about your stutter?
Yeah, cause like I want a cold approach, but like sometimes when I approach, like, I can't get my like words out though, you know, like, cause my stutter though, like, I don't be nervous, but you know, it like gets in the way of things though. So like, what should I do about it?
Okay, well, the first thing, because I still stutter from time to time, and I used to have
I can't tell, man.
I used to have a stutter. I used to have a stuttering problem when I was younger. But the first thing I want to tell you is to slow down, man. Slow down, right? Understand that the words that you have to say to a woman are important. You understand? Because a man taking the time to speak to a woman is a benefit to her. So you have to have that in your mind. And so with that being said, you have to consider that you have to speak at your pace. And if it takes a couple of minutes for you to say what you got to say, then she's just got to fucking wait. You understand? I'm serious, bro. Take your time. Speak as slow as you need to speak, and allow your thoughts to come out with style. You understand? Take your time. You don't ain't nobody rushing you, and for sure ain't no bitch rushing you. And if she's rushing you, she's not worth your time anyway. You understand?
Yeah.
You can't let nobody rush you. You can't let no bitch rush you, especially no bitch. You understand? You can't let no female rush you because you don't know her, and you don't owe her the fact that you don't owe her to speed up and try to talk fast. And let me tell you something about talking fast. When I'm around somebody that talks fast, I don't believe what the fuck they saying. You understand?
Yeah.
So when I encounter somebody that talks fast, because you have to understand, I was originally born in Jamaica, but from the age of 3, I spent most of my life in Brooklyn, New York. You understand? I'm basically a New Yorker, and as a city guy, as a person from the city, I know that when you encounter a nigga that's talking fast, 9 times out of 10 he bullshit. You get what I'm saying?
He lying.
And just trying to get your money or some shit like that. You understand? And trust me, chicks feel the same way. When you trying to talk fast and you trying to say too much without saying nothing at all, they're not going to believe you. They're not going to believe you. So you have to understand that I have something to say, and you're going to say it on your own time. Period.
Yeah.
There's no need for you to stutter. There's no need for you to be nervous. Just take your time. And a lot of times when you do that, it affects the female in a different way, because most guys are going to be like, look, let me tell you, it's going to be guys out there that don't even have a stuttering problem, but because they're nervous and because they're trying to get their words out, they're going to end up stuttering. They're going to end up sounding like they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You understand?
Yeah.
But if you know what you're talking about
the thing is,
and you take your time, then it has a better effect on the female. Go ahead. The thing is?
Yeah. See, the thing is, like, all right, so my thing is, like, a lot of times when I stutter, like, people think I'm like nervous, but a lot of times I don't be nervous, though. I just stutter, like, I mean, like, I've always had it though, so I try to see, like, if I start code approaching with like a woman, like, hear my stutter, would she think I'm like nervous or like what? I mean, like how would that look though? Like, I mean, like I should be like he's unconfident because he stutters, but I mean, like how would that work? That's what I want to know.
How would what work?
All right, my thing is like, okay, like when people stutter, though, usually people think that they're not confident, but like sometimes, I mean, like I feel confident like one day, and then like I won't stutter, but it'll still come off that I'm unconfident because I'm still stuttering. So I mean, like how would that work?
All right, let's. When you approach a woman, what do you say? What do you say to them?
It depends on like situation. Cause like I'd be like, all right, I came over because I thought you were cute though, and like I mean that's basically it though. Really, I mean, yeah.
Okay, so you say you walk up to the girl and you say, "I came over here because I thought you were cute," and then what?
Here's my number. I mean, like, I mean, it depends though, really, because like I try to be in like moment though, but I mean, like, I can't be in the moment because of my.
All right, listen. Okay, stop. Relax. Stop. Relax. Okay. I'm gonna tell you something to say, and I want you to repeat it back to me, okay? I came over here because I thought you would look cuter standing next to me. Say that.
I came over here because I thought you would look cute standing next to me. See?
Okay, now stop. Now I want you to repeat that, but I want you to slow it down. Slow it all the way down. And just relax. Breathe and relax. Take a deep breath, slow it down, and then say it again.
I came over here because I thought you were cute. You look cute standing next to me.
See, no, you're still talking too fast, bruh. You're still talking too fast. Look, listen to what I'm doing. I came over here because I thought you would look much cuter standing next to me. Now you try it.
I came over here because I thought.
See, stop. See, there's things you need to understand about language.
Yeah.
So think about sometimes. So I'm not telling you to really think about this, but maybe later on when you get off the call and you have time to process. But you have to understand that there are punctuations, there are commas and periods. Right now, if you were to write this down, I came over here, comma, because I thought you would look cuter, comma, standing next to me, period. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's called phrasing, right? So you don't need to be like, I came over here because no. You go up to the girl, take a deep breath, and you say what you need to say, and you slow it down. So you say, I came over here because I thought you would look much cuter standing next to me. So go ahead, try that.
I came over here because I thought you would look cuter standing next to me.
You see that? You hardly tripped up anywhere there. Why? Because you slowed it down. And I'm gonna need you. Just try it one more time, but just do it a little bit slower, especially at the part where you say because that's like a double. That's two syllables. Yeah. So I think that's kind of that might be tripping you up just a little bit. Okay, but just slow it down and try it one more time.
All right. I came over here because I.
See, no. You see what I'm saying? Look, I came over here, comma. That's where if you was writing it down, that's where you would put the comma. I came over here because that's a complete thought. You get what I'm saying? I came over here is a complete thought. Okay. But you can actually put a period at the end of that shit. And you see, I just stuttered just now.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But anyway, I came over here because, and you could even pause before and after the because you could be like, I came over here because I thought you would probably look cuter standing next to me. You see what I'm saying? You try. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, check this out, Shawty. I came over here because I thought you would look cute standing next to me.
See? There you go. You see how when you put those pauses in between, it's easier for you to speak? You see what I'm saying?
Better, yeah.
Don't be afraid to pause, bro. Don't be afraid to pause. Because let me tell you something, and understand something about even public speaking. There's a lot of communication in a pause. Because when you pause, you let the person know that you're in control of your verbal expression. You're not, you ever heard of something called diarrhea of the mouth?
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of people have what they call diarrhea of the mouth, meaning that they have a lot of thoughts in their brain and then words just start just spewing out of their fucking mouth. And this is why people say the wrong things from time to time. Why? Because they don't have a chance to think before they talk. So when you pause, you're letting the person know that you have enough confidence to speak at your own pace and that you're a thoughtful person because you're actually thinking before you speak. So when they're listening to you speak, they take what you have to say a little bit more seriously because they realize, wait, I'm talking to a confident, thoughtful person. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like just that alone can help you because we did it live on the fucking on the show, bro. You sounded way much more because you even added your own little style to the shit. Because you was like, hey, listen, shouty.
I can't hear that shit though. Hey, look,
you see what I'm saying? You added your own little flavor to the shit. So
fucked up though.
So you good, bro. You good. You just need to slow it the fuck down. Just slow it down, bro. Talk at your own pace. Don't let nobody or nothing tell you how fast you need to speak. You get what I'm saying? Do shit at your own pace. Don't worry. Because here's the thing. You're focused on the fact that you have a speech issue. So you're thinking that you need to speak at the same pace as everyone else. So you're consciously trying to speak faster. And what I'm telling you is that's not the key. That's not the answer. The answer is to understand that you're different from everybody else. So if you need to speak a little bit slower, then fuck it. That's how you speak.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
Yeah, I got one more question though too.
All right, go ahead.
I'll let you go. Like, I'll be getting messages on like, okay, it seems like in Tinder, but like, how do I turn the messages into dates though? Like, that's what I want to know. Cause I'm getting hella messages though, but like, I don't know like next step to take.
All right,
for the dates though. So how?
Look, when you look. First of all, are you on the Bad Boy membership?
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm on there.
Okay, so have you looked at the module about dating, online dating?
Yeah.
Well, you probably need to look at it again because all the information is there. But the bottom line is for you to get them from the dating app to a face-to-face date. That's the bottom line. You understand? So once you match with them, all you need to do is to find out when they're free to go out and like, what do you like to do when you go out with a woman?
I like to go out like bars and like I like go out to eat though, you know.
Okay, so we don't eat. We don't eat.
Yeah.
We don't feed broads, bro. That's not what we do here.
You did say that though, but I mean I like food though, like, you know, I love to eat though, so I'm going for me though. I ain't going for like female though. I'm going because
No. Yeah, but I asked you, what do you like to do when you go out with a woman?
Yeah.
And so you like to eat?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. So you like to eat. What I would suggest to you is maybe just do an appetizer. Because you're not trying to fucking, you know, the more you do for these chicks up front is the more that they take advantage. So you got to be careful with that type of shit. But in any case, that's what you like to do. Fine. That's okay. So what I would do on the dating app is that once you match, you'd be like, all you got to do is say, hey, I know a really cool place where we could get some drinks and, you know, appetizers or whatever, because I'm a foodie and I love to eat. When are you free so we can meet up and do this together? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, if her reply is, oh, I'm free Tuesdays and Wednesdays, then the next thing you do is you text her, you say, okay, meet me Tuesday at 7:00. And then you send her the link to the Applebee's or the restaurant, or whatever the fuck, wherever the place is that you like to go. Send her the Google link to the place that you want to take her to. Okay. So you say, meet me here at 7 on Tuesday. You put the link to the place and then you say, text me directly to confirm our plans.
And don't forget your wallet, right? I tell them that though too, right?
You tell them don't forget their wallet.
Don't forget your purse. Yeah. Don't forget your purse.
Yo, if that's how you run the game, then that's how you run the game.
Yeah.
If that's how you run the game, then that's how you run the game. So you tell them, hey, meet me here at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock on Wednesday, and you send her the link to the spot, and then you say, don't forget your purse. Text me directly to confirm our plans. And then when she texts you on your message app on your phone, you let her know, hey, what's up? Looking forward to seeing you on Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Boom. That's it.
All right.
But you have to stay on the grind though. You have to do that with every chick that you match with and that you're interested in going out with.
Yeah.
Okay. And don't switch up the script. Just do that every time. And then you'll start to turn the matches into dates quickly.
All right.
All right, bro. All right, man. But listen, bro, again, speak at your own pace. Don't let any insecurities force you to do anything that is unnatural to you. It's natural for you to speak slower. That's you. That's a part of your identity for you to speak slower. Okay. So you have to embrace that. You don't have a speech impediment. You don't have a stutter. You don't. I'm telling you that. You do not have a stutter. You just need to speak slower. That's it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. You have to understand that part. Once you understand that, you'll realize that you don't even have a stutter. You probably walk around telling people you got a stutter because you think you have a stutter. No, you just haven't embraced your true identity, which is that you the type of nigga that has to speak slower. That's it. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, peace, brother.
Yeah.
Thanks for supporting the show. All right.
Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Take it easy. All right. So we got 201. You're on live with Miles Cunningham. Did you donate though?
Yeah, I donated Cash App, Miles.
All right. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. What's going on, man? What's on your mind? What's on your mind?
Hey, so I love the show, and I just wanted to ask a question. Like, so I have a mediocre mouthpiece. Like, it sometimes works. Most of the time, it doesn't work. But anyways, I'm trying to like coach my girl, I guess you could say. Like, I've listened to your show, and I see a lot of value in it. And so I'm wondering, like, are there any like little charismatic sayings that you do, like from your personal life, like that you say to girls to kind of validate them, like when they did something good?
Wait, so you mean like words of affirmation to your girl?
Yeah, just like stuff like that. Like if she does something good, like just like little like charismatic things like I could steal from you if that you would use, you know what I mean?
Well, first of all, I want to ask you before we get into that, right? I need to see where your mind is at. Now, when you first got on the call, you said that you have a mediocre mouthpiece. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
Well, I mean, I'm coming into your show asking you this stuff. You know, I guess I'm humble and I'm honest. Like my mouthpiece, it doesn't work a lot of the time, but sometimes it does work. And so I'm not saying I have game or anything. I'm really trying to learn. You know, like I'm very coachable, I feel like.
Gotcha. Well, so here's the thing. It's one thing to be humble, but it's another thing to have a low opinion of yourself. You understand?
Well, it's just the facts, honestly. Like, bro, I got pretty high self-esteem and shit. It's just my mouthpiece. Like, it definitely like needs work.
Well, see, and that's what I was just about to tell you. Don't come on my show saying, yo, my mouthpiece is garbage. My mouthpiece is mediocre. My mouthpiece is whack. No. Say that I'm learning how to make my mouthpiece the best it could be, or my mouthpiece needs work. So you have to, you see, a part of mouthpiece is understanding language. You understand? And the way you use your language affects your reality. So when you say my mouthpiece is mediocre, you give the reality that your mouthpiece is mediocre. But when you say my mouthpiece, I'm working on my mouthpiece, you provide the reality that your mouthpiece is a work in progress. So that means you have potential for greatness. You get what I'm saying?
Oh shit! Yeah, yo, that's actually crazy. Yeah, that changes everything.
So that's what you say. Language is important. So it's very important how you talk about yourself. It's very fucking important how you talk about yourself, bro. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. That there's a difference between, oh, my mouthpiece is whack and my mouthpiece needs work and I'm working on it. You feel me?
Right. Yeah. Good looking on that. Thanks.
Right. So that's like the first thing to kind of get you to jog your mindset into more of a positive, confident state. So when you begin to speak and you choose your words more wisely, then overall your mouthpiece will become better when you're relating to women. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now, as far as things that you can say, to reward a woman, now it all depends, because, for example, if you have a type of situation where when you deal with women, you use nicknames and shit, then you got to use, like, for example, me, I love, especially during sex, I love when chicks call me daddy. You know what I'm saying? So, like, so even in regular conversation, if she does something good, I might make it a little bit more intimate and sexual. So instead of just saying, hey, I love the way you seasoned the chicken tonight, dear. I'll go, like, if she's washing dishes after dinner, I'll go up behind her and whisper in the ear, daddy really likes the way you seasoned the chicken tonight. That shit was slamming. That shit almost tastes as good as you. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But when it comes to things like that, it's all about creativity. It's all about creativity and confidence. All right. So, you have to, and it's not just what you say, it's also how you say it. Like, like I said, I would go up behind her, hug her real tight and whisper it in her ear. So it's not just what I said, it's how I said it. Kiss her on the back of the neck and then tell her, I really appreciate you helping me out with my credit or whatever the fuck it is. You feel me? Like, it's not just what you say, it's how you say it, because mouthpiece is not just mouthpiece, meaning what's coming out your mouth. It's your body language. It's the presentation. It's everything. You understand? So, there's levels to this shit.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Good looking.
All right, man. Thanks for calling in the show, man. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for the support.
All right. Have a good one. Thanks.
All right, man. Bye. Take it easy, man. Appreciate you. All right. Here we go. 708, you're on live with Miles Cunningham. Did you donate, though?
I'm trying to do it right now. I couldn't find the link in the chat.
Oh, man. Let me see. I'm gonna put it right now. Hold on. I'm gonna put it right now.
Hold on, wait. I'm about to do it right now, bro. I got it right now.
I just put the link in the chat.
Yeah, you gotta have that link in the chat, but I got it done, bro.
You got it done? I appreciate you, man. There we go. Yeah. So what's on your mind, bro? Thanks for donating. What's on your mind?
All right, man. So check this out. Like, how you guys say it's a numbers game, right?
Yes, sir. It's a numbers game.
Okay, so like when you're at the bar, you're hitting on a bunch of chicks. Like, it's like, other chicks are noticing you getting rejected in the beginning. When you're getting your game up, you're not gonna be on point like that. Everything is practice, everything is work. So it's like what do you do? Like, if every chick is noticing you getting rejected, like, that's gonna, they're not gonna want you either.
What? No. Hold on. What's rejection? What are you talking about when you say rejection?
I mean, just if she's not down to hook up, or
So what about that is a rejection?
I'm just saying, like, the common term for rejection.
No. What you have is you have some women who feel you and some women who don't. There's no such thing as rejection, bro.
Okay.
You understand that?
I got you.
There's no such thing as rejection.
Yeah.
You got some women who gonna feel you. You got some women who don't. And what women see in the bar is they see a guy talking to different women. Now, what makes the difference is how you respond to the different women in the bar, no matter what they say to you. Do you understand?
Okay.
So if you if you're in the bar, you come across a woman that's not feeling you. what a woman sees, especially if you believe in rejection, is a dude looking deflated and hanging his head low in shame and walking away from the chick. That's what she sees. If that's what you believe in, right? But if you understand what I said to you, if you understand that there's no such thing as rejection, then you're smiling, you're telling her to have a good evening. You understand what I'm saying? You might give her a little handshake, or you might look at her and be like, hey, you have a good night, enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? Have fun with your friends. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll see you around. Maybe I'll come around and say hi before the night is over, whatever. And then so what the other quote unquote other girls are seeing is they're seeing a sociable guy making his rounds around the bar. That's what they see. You get what I'm saying? So it really depends on how you want to behave. Like a lot of you guys be letting this shit go, affect your heart too much. A lot of you guys be acting really sensitive just because one particular chick is not feeling you.
How do you work on that? You got to change your mindset.
You got to change your mindset. You have to remember that there's no such thing as rejection. Because let me tell you something. And please, listen to what I'm saying. If I invited you to a party, right? I said, yo, I'm having a boat party, and it's gonna be mad bitches, and we're gonna play Jenga, and we're gonna sip whiskey and have a great fucking time and listen to music and all this shit. And I come to you and I invite you to the party, right? And you say, man, I got something else to do that's very important that day. I can't make it to the party, right? Now, did you understand that even though you chose not to come, the party's still gonna happen? Do you understand? So that night of the party, you're doing whatever the hell you have to do, whatever stopped you from coming to the party. And I'm still over here at the party with the bitches and the Jenga and playing Uno and sipping whiskey and listening to music. We still had a great fucking time, right?
Right.
Now, does your choice not to come to the party, did it change anything that happened at the party?
No.
You just had something else to do, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use your word. Did your rejection of the party stop any good times that were had at the party?
No, it did not.
Oh, okay. So how come if you say what's up to a chick and you try to, exchange numbers so y'all can hang out sometime, and she doesn't want to accept your invitation, how come it changes what's happening inside you?
True.
You see what I'm saying? Because you're still that great person. You're still that great guy who gave her the opportunity to get to know you if she wanted to. It turns out that she didn't want to. Why should that change the great guy that you are?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So is it really a rejection?
Yeah.
Is it really a rejection, bro?
Not really, no. I see.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. You should have a smile on your face, whether the girl says yes or the girl says no. Because the one thing that you guys always forget is that when somebody's not quote unquote feeling you, there's a reason. Like when somebody doesn't get to enter your life, there's a reason, bro. They could be crazy. They could, the chemistry's off. Maybe they got problems. Maybe they actually do have a boyfriend. Who knows? But the bottom line is it doesn't matter, because it doesn't change what happened at the party. It doesn't change.
Right, you're right.
You're still that same great dude. You're still that cool dude who you got dressed, you put on some cologne, you came to the bar, you said what's up, and this one particular chick or those particular couple of chicks wasn't necessarily interested in getting to know you. That doesn't change the fact that you're an awesome person.
So it all comes down to mindset. Even if the no is like wild and disrespectful, it all comes down.
Well,
to
see, again, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about wild and disrespectful no's. A lot of those wild and disrespectful no's have to do with how you carry yourself.
Sure.
Because chicks know who they can and can't be like outwardly disrespectful to most times. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of you see, the thing is that whole rejection mind state, it gives you this low self-esteem, apologetic attitude, which annoys women. A man with low confidence annoys women. So that's why they feel like they have it's kind of like they're compelled to be a little bit more sassy with the apologetic, low self-esteem, rejection-minded dude. You get what I'm saying? But when the guy respects himself and has a certain level of confidence, because let me tell you something, I haven't had a disrespectful interaction with a female in a very, very long time. What I usually get is apologetic. Oh, I have a boyfriend. Oh, I'm not really interested, but I really love your approach. Oh, you seem like a great guy. I'm just not really there right now. I just got out of a crazy relationship. I get that type of responses from women, those type of responses from women where they're actually apologetic for not being, in accordance with my offer. And it mostly has everything to do with how I carry myself. Because when I approach them, they see a confident dude, and they trust me, they see it. They see a guy that they could more than likely have a great time with. And they're literally apologetic that they're not ready to deal with what I have to offer them. You get what I'm saying? So again, it has everything to do with how you carry yourself. If you're the type of guy that actually believes in rejection, you're going to get a certain type of attitude from women. But if you understand that all you're really doing is presenting an offer to get to know a great guy, then it's a whole different experience, because you carry yourself a different way, because you're like, oh, okay, no problem. No problem. Well, in any case, I want you to have a great night. You know what I'm saying? I came over here because I saw this dress and it was just looking so good on you. So I had to come and say hi. But, if that's the case, no problem. You have a good night and I'll see you around. Boom. You see what I'm saying? A lot of you guys, oh, well, I got a boyfriend. Oh, no, I'm not really interested. Oh, well, fuck you then, bitch. And it's because
Right.
your ego is getting hurt, and then you're letting her know that you're hurt by that shit. Like when a chick tells me she has a boyfriend, I feel sorry for her, because that means she doesn't get to fuck with me. Or when she tells me she's not interested, I feel sorry for her, but I'm happy that I was able to give you the offer. It's like something that Eddie Fuse said a while back. I heard Eddie Fuse say this. He talked about, imagine that you're a guy with a suitcase with $1 million, and you walk up to you and your job is to offer it to every person. So imagine you walk up to a person and you say, hey, I got a suitcase with $1 million. Would you like it? And then the person's like, no, I'm good. And you're looking at them like, but it's $1 million. You don't want $1 million? And they're like, no, I'm good. And it's like, all right, cool. You have a great day. And then it's on to the next. Why? Because you have a suitcase full of something valuable. And that's how you should see yourself.
For sure. All right, man. Thank you.
All right, man. Thanks for calling in the show. Thanks for your support, man. Appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
All right, peace, bro. Yeah, man. Let me get to some of these questions. Let me see. All right, so we got Kenwood Drive. Kenwood Drive says, when you and Ed Zone doing another show. Oh, shout out to Ed Zone. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. That's up to him. That's up to him. But shout out to him. I hope we could get back to it, because those shows are pretty good. We were spending a lot of heavy game on those shows. But shout out to Ed Zone. Looking forward to doing more work with him later on. All right. Let me see. Gregory Hardaway. What's the scene like in NC? It's not as good as Florida. I'll tell you that. It's a little bit slower than Florida. But, one thing I do like is that, a lot more, the women are a lot more, they have a lot of respect out here, because, a lot, it's a slower vibe. A lot more chicks are, they got that Southern country hospitality type shit. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of women are really nice out here. So it's pretty cool, but it's just not as fast paced as the other cities I've lived in. It's definitely not as fast paced as New York, and it's definitely not as fast as Florida. So, But North Carolina is still good because there's a lot of respect and there's a lot of femininity out here too, which I appreciate. We got another call here. Let me check this out. 201, you're on live with Miles Cunningham. Did you donate though?
Oh, yo, Miles, this is the caller from before. I just called in about how to validate my woman.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh wait, I was just curious. What about the opposite? Like, how do I discipline her without sounding like a pussy?
How do you discipline her without sounding like a pussy? All right, give me an example of something you would have to discipline her for.
Like, let's say I asked her for something and then she wasn't being like compliant with it. And it was like irrational. And so and so basically, like, hold on. My thoughts are kind of unorganized about this, so just let me think about it for a second before I just start rambling. So I'll ask her to send me like nudes or something over the phone, and then Miles. This is what happened. I was like, hey, like, can you pick up some dresses? Like, I want you to wear a dress next time I see you because I want to bend you over, and that would be hot. And then and she still hasn't gotten these dresses, and so I don't know how to react to it. I don't know how to react to it like without like sounding weird, like what do I say to that?
How long you been with this girl?
I've been with her for a while, like a year and a half.
A year and a half. Now, was she always combative, or was she usually compliant with your requests?
She's usually compliant. Like, she's usually really compliant. That's why I never look, and so like this is what happened. Like, we used to be just exclusive, just her and I. And then after I started listening to y'all's show, I stopped being exclusive with her. And I told her, like, I'm done being exclusive, this and that. I'm gonna see other girls. And I was like, you can do whatever you want, you can leave, and you can I was like, look, do whatever you want. And so, but she was like, no, I want to stay with you. And so I was like, okay, well, I was like, okay. And then, anyways, so she used to never be combative, but now that we're not exclusive, now she's being like really combative. And so I feel like I need to up my game, and I need to like start I really need to step up my game.
All right. Well, see, here's the issue that you're a part of the issue that you're running into. You guys didn't start out as open. You understand? And now you kind of switch the dynamics. And so now you're going to find that she's going to have a little bit of an attitude because of the inconsistency in your leadership. You understand? But see, so at this point, you're going to have to, it's not going to be easy because she was used to one thing. Like, okay, let me ask you. So you say you've been with her for a year and change. How far into the relationship did you switch up?
About 8 months in.
8 months in. So that means she had 8 months of being. Okay, hold on. When did you make her your girl?
Well, I never really like made her. I was like, yeah, we're exclusive, this and that. But
when did you do that?
We're dating. Like, I never said anything.
When did you do the exclusivity shit?
Like right away.
Yeah, right. So this is why you guys have issues. Why did you make her exclusive so soon? Like right away. Why did you do that right away?
Well, she was just the only girl I was seeing. I started hanging out with her all the time, and I didn't have the right leadership, I guess, when it came to like dealing with women. And so I was a simp for sure. And I definitely still have like some simpish tendencies, but I'm trying to get rid of them.
Right.
I'm trying to kill them. So yeah, that's why I made her my girl, because I was simping.
Gotcha.
And now
you realize that it was a mistake.
Right.
All right. How old are you?
23.
23. All right. Well, thankfully you're still kind of young. See, I mean, I don't know, man. If you in this type of situation, you have to let her know that, you would love to keep her as as the main chick, but in order for her to remain the main chick, she has to be cooperative as the main chick, and she's not being cooperative. So in this situation, on some cold blooded shit, you're really gonna have to demote her if she's not being cooperative. You understand? And how many other chicks are you dealing with right now?
I'm just dealing with one other chick right now.
One other chick right now. And how long you been dealing with the one other chick?
About what is it, January, since October.
Since October. And please don't tell me that you've made her exclusive. The side chick, don't tell me you've made her exclusive.
Nah. She knows that I bang other girls and stuff, but she actually likes it. But she's a freak.
She's a freak. Okay, good. Okay, now is the side chick cooperative though?
Yeah, the side chick is like really, really cooperative. That's the thing, and like,
she don't right. No, I got you. She's really cooperative and she don't give any problems, right? So the thing,
Yeah.
look, I'm sorry to say that. Look, the problem is that you've moved into a new lifestyle, and it is a high probability that you're gonna have to end it with the first chick.
Well, you see, I thought that as well, but wait. Hear me out for a second, and then tell me if this changes anything. So when I say like some really slick shit to her, like responding to her, she always is pretty. She's like, oh shit, and then like she listens to me. Like if I say some slick shit back to her, like if I snap back at her with something, like real quick, then she says some slick shit. I mean, like then she listens though. So I feel like I can see that. So I feel like, what if I just up my game, Miles?
But see, so you and her, so she talks slick to you?
No, I'm saying no, bro. When I talk slick to her, she becomes really cooperative, and she's like, oh shit, like, yeah, that's my fucking daddy. I need to listen to him. And then, and so that's what I'm saying. I just need to up my mouthpiece, like, because my mouthpiece, like, sometimes it works and it does really well, but then sometimes I'm like, fuck, like, what the fuck do I say right now? You know what I mean?
All right. Okay. Well, all right. To deal with the issue of, like, you telling her to get the dresses and whatever, you can do the same type of thing. Like I told you before, you know what I'm saying? Like, come up behind her and whisper in the ear and be like, listen, daddy needs you to be cooperative. You understand? Like, so when I ask you to do something, right, I need you to do it. And I don't want to hear any back talk. You understand? And if I hear any back talk, then I'm gonna have to give you a spanking, or I might have to deprive you of some dick. You understand?
Yeah, that's actually fire right there. Yeah, she'll like that a lot.
Exactly. But so but again, you at this point in time, you have to learn how to start building consistency, because you guys started off one way, and then in the 8th month you switched up. So you kind of have to reestablish, the foundation of the relationship, but you have to do that with heavy consistency. You understand? And you're gonna have to remind her. You're gonna have to you have to stay on her and be like listen, you know you're not the only one, and you got competition. Yeah, I'm not saying you have to say this to her per se. You understand? But she has to understand that she has to compete for your time now. She has to compete. You understand? And so there's certain things you're gonna have to say to her. There's certain things you're gonna have to let her know that if she wants to maintain your interest, she's gonna have to be better. A lot of another thing you can consider is that you have to try to motivate her. Like let her know that you're trying to motivate her to be the best woman she could be. You understand? Like use that. I like to call it positivity game, where it's like, like you could say this to her and look her dead in the face and or whisper it in her ear or however you want to do it, and be like, you got to understand that I'm trying to make you the best you can be. That's why I need you to listen to me. I need you to cooperate with me. I need you to understand how to cooperate with a man. And I need you to understand how to cooperate, especially with me, because I'm like no other man you're ever going to meet in this lifetime. And if you know how to handle yourself with me, then you can go far in this world. You understand what I'm saying? Like say shit like that to motivate her to understand that it's not just about her doing what you say. It's about her learning how to be a good woman, period. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Oh, dude, that's exactly what I need to hear. Yeah. That that sets up the framework so well.
Right, exactly. That's good framework for a good foundation of why she needs to listen to you. Because it's not just like I said, it's not just about just doing what you say and listening to you. It's about her learning how to listen in general. You feel me?
Yeah.
You understand? Because look, a good coach teaches his players skills, not just for his team, but for her to be able to be marketed to any team, right?
Yeah.
Right. And since y'all already in an open situation, then that's how you build on top of that foundation. Like, yes, we're open, but the things you're going to learn from me is going to make you a better woman, for the long haul. You understand what I'm saying? And so when she understands that, then she'll have more of an interest to actually to listen to you and to understand why she needs to listen to you.
Right. Yo, that's perfect. Good looking, bro. Yo, thanks a lot.
I'm gonna need you to donate some more, bro. I'm gonna need you to go back to the link and donate, man. Seriously. Because that was some heavy fucking game.
Honestly, for real though, I'm actually gonna no cap, like that shit is crazy fire game. So good looking.
All right, man. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for supporting the show, man. Thank you. All right, peace, man.
All right, be good.
All right, so we got 917. You're on live with Miles Cunningham. Did you donate though?
I did. How are you? Can you hear me?
All right, appreciate you, man. Thanks for donating, man. Thank you. Yeah, what's on your mind?
Of course. This is Ricky.
What's up, Ricky?
Ricky from Philly.
What's up, Ricky from Philly? How you doing?
So I wanted to mention quickly about a video that Coach EO put out today that kind of brought up a question for me. So he was discussing how women often, the majority of time, enjoy that boyfriend energy. Maybe 80% of the time they want that boyfriend energy, and there's that 10 or 20% of the time where they want sort of that, that exceptional extra thing. And so I'm in a situation with a girl right now where I'm kind of that 10%, that 20%, where she pulls out her sort of very kinky freak side. And then she recently she found someone to be, that 80%, that boyfriend.
Okay.
And so with that being said though, I've been that piece for her she's been that piece for me rather for about 6-7 months now. And so, and I do see she has potential for long-term potential. And she's been, if she sticks around and sort of understands what my life's about longer, is it possible to how can you sort of over a longer period of time, feel out and transition if you can sort of balance and be both of those things, that little, give that boyfriend energy or that husband energy, but also continue being that man that she goes kind of freaky for. How can you sort of blend those two over time, and what does that transition look like?
All right. Well, first let me ask you, what do you want from this woman? What are you trying to do?
I'd like it to stay as is for a period of time, for another 5-6 months, as I'm focused on a deal I'm doing, a business deal. And then I'll have more free time to give her more attention later in the year. And at that point, I can be more of that, we can do a relationship potentially. And by then it'll have already been about a year that we're messing with each other,
Right. So you're looking for a girlfriend. You're not looking for a roster or a rotation.
Yeah, I'm in my early 30s. I'm looking for a potential wife for later. Yeah. For later, with it meaning the next 24 months.
Right. Well, see, Okay, so over here we talk about the vetting process, which is something that takes 12 to 18 months. And in the first 12 to 18 months, there's gonna be more sex than anything. And in the latter part of the 12 to 18 months, there's gonna be like going out and sex. You understand what I'm saying?
Correct. So I'm in that sex. I'm in that sex more. Not to cut you off. I'm in that sex more than anything phase right now.
Okay. And how long has it been again? Tell me.
It's been 6 months where we're doing two to four times a month, maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. And she wants, and it's sort of like EO says, campaigning to see me a little bit more and see me in like a date type of vibe and situation. But I travel a lot for work. And so it's giving me a natural sort of just not very available all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But she's got like a very average schedule. And so she found like a little boy to be like her average schedule dude who she can like, she's getting, for example, she's getting a little feelings for, they're going on dates but I'm at the crib. Like I was at the crib a couple nights ago and, he's blowing her up on text and I'm blowing the back out.
Right.
And so I do see qualities and things about her and she's, she listens to me. She's coachable. She very much on the program, but I just don't have the time I can't fill that. I can't put her in that girlfriend role just yet. I need another 6 months because I'm going to be traveling in Europe and I won't be here. So how do you sort of, I don't want to say string her along, but in a way, how do you string her along?
Well, you're not stringing her along. What you're doing is you're testing her level of consistency as far as interest in you. That's what you're doing. You understand? And
yes,
it's only been,
you said it perfectly.
Yeah, it's only been 6 months. So the most you could do is continue doing what you're doing. Because if you start to change anything now, then she's only going to expect more from you. And if she expects more from you before you can actually provide it, then chances are you're going to lose her anyway. You understand? So the only thing I could tell you is to have patience and keep doing what you're doing.
Okay, because the thing I'll tell you, the reason that sparked the call and sort of got me like to listening to the program and calling in is that I can tell that in the near future he's gonna, the other guy is picking up his program. He's picking it up. He's speeding it up fast. He's speeding it up fast. He's giving her the title and he's giving her, he's pushing his thing faster. And so
no. Listen. Here's the thing. Here's the thing though. You can't watch what the next man is doing. You really can't watch what the next man is doing. And if he does win her, then so be it. Because the the title of this show is The Game Doesn't Care About Your Feelings. You understand? It really doesn't care about the circumstances. You could lose this girl tomorrow. God forbid she could get hit by a fucking bus. So there's nothing guaranteed no matter what you do. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
The one thing that I want to remind you to do is to appreciate the time that you get to spend with her up to this point. That's what I want to remind you to do, right?
Yeah.
Be grateful for the time be grateful for the time, be grateful for the fact that she's still interested, even though she has another gentleman caller and all that other shit. But you can't watch what he's doing and you can't worry about what she might do. You just have to continue doing what you're doing. And if she stays consistent, then that means she's earning her spot. You understand? But you can't switch up your game just to satisfy what you think might happen because the other guy is giving her the title and all this other shit. Because if she falls for him because she's getting the title, then you know what that means? That means she's more interested in the title than she is in you. And you don't want that type of woman anyway, do you?
100%. Yeah.
Exactly. So this is why you have to maintain your game. Maintain your game. Don't worry. Don't worry about anything. Why? Because you know that you have enough game that even if she falls off, you can get another one.
100%.
Yeah, that's it, bro. You can't worry about what that other guy's doing, and you can't worry about what she might do. You can't let that change your game. What's important to you? The business deal and you maintaining your schedule as far as what you know you need to do for yourself. You understand? That's the important part.
Yeah. I'm in the middle of like a once in a lifetime, not once, but it's a big career move for me.
It's a big career move for you. And you know that that's the most important thing, because let me tell you something. Here's something you got to remember. Without you doing what you need to do for yourself, you can't be the best man you could be to any woman anyway. So what's the fucking point?
Yeah.
You understand?
100%.
Because if you're not focused, if you're not doing what you know you need to do for yourself, you can't be that leader. You can't be that man. You can't provide what it is you need and want to provide in the first place. So you need to take care of that first.
Which is what she's attracted to.
Exactly.
Which is what she's attracted to now. Anyway.
Exactly. So so understand that, look, she can maintain her consistency and continue to show interest and earn her spot. Just look at it this way. If she continues to maintain her consistency and earns her spot, you'll love her more for it in the long run. Do you understand? But if you start to try to compete with this other guy and try to blend in more boyfriend energy, it's only gonna backfire and kick you in the ass later on anyway. You get what I'm saying? Trust me.
Yeah, and Miles, to be totally frank, that's like I can't even fake the boyfriend energy, because in the past when I've tried to, shit is so unnatural to me that it looks fake. It's like, motherfucker, this is not you. You're being fake. Exactly.
And she'll know that, and then she'll lose attraction for you anyway.
Exactly. Well, thank you for your time, and get well soon, Lucario.
Oh, yes. Peace to the big homie. Yo, thank you for supporting the show, man. Thanks for everything, man. We appreciate it, man. Thank you for your continued support. And make sure you check us out on the Real Game No Theory show, 12 noon on Sunday. All right.
God bless. Thank you.
All right, man. Peace. Okay. We got 412. You're on live with Miles Cunningham. Did you donate though?
Yeah.
What's up with you, man? What's going on? Thanks for donating.
All right, Miles.
Oh shit! No, I can't play that no more. This is is this sushi? Oh shit! I never had sushi calling on me before. What's up, Sushi? How you doing, man? What's going on with you?
Yeah, your Monday show was crazy, y'all.
Yeah, it was crazy. All that racist shit. You know, all the white guys that you hate so much. You know, it was coming after me.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Lucario keeps saying, "Oh, the racist thing doesn't matter." I'm telling you, it's white guys like him, they exist and they brainwash their daughters, and then I got, I don't get, white women,
Right. Well, I mean, listen, man. If you notice how I handled it, I don't worry about that type of shit, because I'm gonna still get what's out there for me anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't care about that stuff. But Sushi, you shouldn't let that stuff bother you either, man. You shouldn't let that stuff bother you either, man. Because look, there are millions of white girls out there, millions, and look, you hear that sound? You hear that sound? Yeah, that's another white girl turning 19, 20. You understand? So you're fine, bro. You're fine. Just stay on the grind and keep doing your thing. How's it been going? Did you smash anything else lately?
No.
No.
I got a text reply. I think it's hopeful, but we'll have to see. But other than that, no smashing.
Okay. Well, yo, stick with it, Sushi, man. We appreciate you, and just keep doing your thing, man. Just keep doing your thing. All right.
All right. Thank you.
All right, man. Thanks for calling in, man. And make sure you donate it. All right. Thanks. Yeah, man. My man, Sushi, man. Let's get back to these questions. Let's see. All right. So buy my mixtape. It's a crazy name. Should I come to coaching with a plan in mind, or should I just do it? You mean like, if you come to dating coaching with like Lucario or something? Well, the important thing is, I don't know if you necessarily need to have a plan, because the plan is what we help you with, but you should at least have a goal. You understand? The important thing is to have a goal. Understand what you want out of coaching before you sign up for coaching. So if your goal is to find a girlfriend, that's one thing. If your goal is to find a wife, that's a goal. If your goal is to have a roster of women, that's another goal. You understand? But try to have a good understanding of yourself and what you want before you get to coaching. And then at the same time, with the coaching, we also help you get to understanding what you want and get to understanding who you are a little bit more. You understand? So yeah. But it's good to at least know what you want. You understand? Let me see who's next. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. That's a dope name too. Question, Mr. Cunningham. I enjoy dining out and going to the movies. Is it wrong to take a woman to dinner if that's what I enjoy doing? Okay, first of all, let me just say this. For a first date, the movies is a no-go because you're spending most of the time watching the movie. You understand? So you really want to, if you're going to do dinner, then fine. If that's what you love to do, then fine. I don't believe in feeding women until we smash. I believe in going to get drinks. I believe in, maybe that walk in the park shit. But me, I like going out to nice bars and lounges and talking. That's what I like. So that's what I do. But if you like, going out to dinner, then make sure you do it right. You understand? Like I was saying before, make sure you sit on the same side of the booth. Make sure you're flirting. Make sure maybe, try to feed her and shit. You know what I'm saying? The only thing with dinner is that to me, it's like it gives a woman too much too fast, because you want a woman to be interested in you, not interested in the food. Food is a resource. You know what I'm saying? Food is a resource. So is drinks, but remember, dating is all about time. You give a certain amount of time to a person, and so you got to be careful with that. But if that's what you really enjoy doing, I'm not going to tell you it's wrong if that's what you really enjoy doing. But just know that, there are women out there that really enjoy eating. You understand? And they'll take you for dinner. You know what I'm saying? They'll go out with you just for dinner. So you have to have a little bit more game to be aware of what's going on, to be aware, to gauge her level of interest with you. You understand? But good luck with that. Good luck with that. Like I said, I don't be feeding these chicks, man. I don't feed them. And yes, women can use you for drinks too. I've had it done to me. But again, that's what I like to do. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Debo W says, when you said when a woman tells you she got a boyfriend per se, how do you determine that's not a shit test? How do you determine that that's not a shit test? If a woman tells me she got a boyfriend, I don't know. Sometimes I might ask her, I'm like, so are you the type that'll cheat on your boyfriend? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, a woman can't shit test me, man. I don't know what you guys, what's a shit test? What really is a shit test, man? Come on. Stop pedestalizing these females, guys. It's not a shit test. I don't know what a shit test is really. Like, shit test? I don't know. Just run your game. Figure out your game and run it. Stop worrying about what these chicks are doing and what they're saying. Let me see. Just the tip. These names. I know it true. Okay. Bill Pert. When should you pay a woman's bills? Man. I don't know. It depends on how you run your game. You got some men out there that they don't allow their women to pay for nothing. But she has to for me personally, she has to be my woman. And we have to have years in the game together. And we probably got to live together too. But she got to be like my down bottom chick. You know what I'm saying? And that there has to be like a level of commitment. There's got to be time put in. There's got to be a lot of things in place. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I can't pay a woman's bills. I wouldn't do that unless she was really my woman and she was down for me and she helps me to make money. You understand? If I'm paying a woman's bills, she has to actually have an active role in my livelihood, and then I can help her out with bills and shit like that. You understand? So if she helps me in creating the resource of money, then she can share in that resource of money. But ain't no way if I'm just like smashing abroad, I'm paying her bills. Like, it don't work that way. And that's really prostitution right there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if she helps me to make money, then she can prosper in the resources of money that I have. Illmatic says, what do you usually encourage or suggest women to wear on the first date? I always encourage a dress. If they ask me, I say dress. And sometimes I let them know that I'm partial to dresses, that I like dresses. I think anything that makes a woman look more feminine is always a plus. So yes, I always tell them to wear dresses. Yep. Let me see if we got any more questions in there. Put your questions in the chat, or y'all could call in. I'm gonna probably be here for about 15 more minutes. You can donate too. If you're in the chat or if you're just watching the show and you just got some money burning a hole in your pocket, you can go ahead and donate, man. You don't have to call in to donate. That's what donation means. It's free, out of the goodness of your heart. Yeah, Goldie said there's a practical reason to not go to dinner. You should be going on so many dates you could not afford all the dinners. I mean, look, you got some guys out there who got money like that, right? Where they could afford to take a chick out to dinner, and they have like multiple dates in a month, and every date they go out to dinner. If you got money like that, and that's what you really like to do, I mean, it's not really a bad thing. If you got the resources like that, that's not bad. But understand that you're gonna be feeding women that don't fuck with you like that. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, me personally, when it comes to talking and getting to know somebody, I feel like a drink just makes sense on a practical level, because if you're sitting and talking, your mouth is going to get dry. Shit, even while I'm sitting here talking to you guys, I forgot I had some coffee here, but my mouth is all, your mouth gets dry. You want to drink something, you want to wet the whistle. So a drink makes sense, and it doesn't even have to be alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? Mari, put your question again. I don't know. 5:45. That's too far away. Wait, 5:45. That's too far away. I don't know. But yeah, I just think drinks are a little bit more practical, man. Oh, here it is. All right, Mari says, Wagwan family. What's your take on female who disrespected you and is not trying to come back in your life? How would you handle it? The disrespect was her hanging up the phone, by the way. Mari, I need some more context, because what was going on? Why did she hang up the phone? I need more context, bro. Certain things need a little bit more context. How long have you been talking to her? What are the circumstances? You understand? So I don't know. You could call in, or I don't know if you want to give more, context in the chat. I don't know. King Leak says, when a chick takes your phone when you think she stole your keys, you didn't. What level of disrespect is that? What kind of games y'all be playing with these chicks that she would actually think? A chick takes your phone when you think she stole your keys? What are you? Nah, bro. I don't understand nothing like that. I don't play no childish games with chicks out here, so I don't know what that means. King Leak, you crazy, bro. You need to call in sometimes, bro, because I don't, you be wilding out in the chat, bro. Anyway, Stan JP says, saw your identity vid and was inspired. Could you give us pieces of your own experience on how you manifested certain things into your personal life? Sometimes it's soul searching. Sometimes you got to take the time to have certain conversations with yourself and really ask yourself what you want. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that's all it really is. You have to ask yourself what you really want and how you want your life to be. You understand? In my video I talked about visualization. You have to visualize yourself and see it. You really have to see it. Either write it down. You understand? That's why people make vision boards and shit like that. I mean, it sounds corny, but it's real shit, man. You got to see your life how you really want it. You got to see your life how you want it, and then start making decisions towards those things that you really want. All right. So thank you for the question. Let me see. But again, guys, the game doesn't care about your feelings. Let me see. He said Applebee's. Ain't Applebee's okay? I'm cheap. I don't spend a lot of money. Applebee's is cool. Applebee's make drinks and they have cheap food. You know what I'm saying? So you might not spend too much money at Applebee's. So yeah, that's cool. You could do that. You could do that. Give me one second. Yeah, Applebee's is cool. You know what I'm saying? Chili's is a little better, but it's all the same shit, really. But I think Chili's got better food. I mean, if I had to compare, you know what I'm saying? But I've hung out with chicks at Applebee's before. Mm-hmm. All right, ain't nobody calling in. Like I said, I'm gonna be here probably another 9 minutes. Exactly, True Savage. See, a lot. Exactly, man. Like, bro, a lot of the times, I'll even tell a chick, look, we gonna fuck first and then go eat because we need to smash to build up an appetite so we can really enjoy the food. You see what I'm saying? A lot of you dudes, y'all take chicks out to eat, and there's so many things. There's so many things. This for me, there's a lot of reasons why taking a chick out to eat doesn't make sense, bro. You understand? Me personally, I like to smash then go eat. You know what I'm saying? Who is this? He says, just stay single, everyone. It's really healthy, and you can have the whole bed for yourself. Facts, bro. Facts. I feel you. I'm like, I want to stay single and then just smash the chicks that I like to smash. I feel like that's the life. Because you can have autonomy. You can do what you want to do. Question. Here go another question here. It says, would you take a chick out if you not just try wait, would you take a chick out that you not just trying to smash if you see the potential in her? Potential, there's no such thing as potential. Because like I told you before, potential equals expectations, and expectations leads to disappointment. So there's no such thing as potential. Y'all niggas, y'all trying to potential is you pedestalizing the chick. That's low key pedestalization. So stop trying to use different words to do the same shit. All it really ends up is y'all niggas is simping, talking about I see potential in her. Oh, she's the wifey type. I hear that shit all the time. Oh yeah, I thought she was the wifey type. She can't, there's no such thing as potential. She has to show and prove on a daily fucking basis. A woman has to earn her spot on a daily fucking basis. Just like how when you go to your job, you got to earn your spot on a daily basis. Just because you came in on time for a whole month don't mean you could suddenly, don't mean you could suddenly start coming in late and everything is all good. Talking about potential. Get the fuck out of here. There's no such thing as potential. A chick got to earn her spot on a daily fucking basis. So no, I'm not taking her out. She can the same treatment as the rest of these hoes. King Bleak says, what are some indicators on a date that a chick is just there for attention and not interested in you, having a hard time seeing the difference? Sometimes a lot of these chicks is gamed up. A lot of these chicks understand exactly how they need to behave just so you can get something out of them. That's why, we talk about like the first date is like a risk. Like you taking a chance and you're giving a woman the opportunity the opportunity to give you what you want. You understand? So if she's not giving you what you want by the end of the first date, meaning smashing on the first night, then that means on the second date, she better be ready to give you what you want. And after that, there's more than likely if we don't get what we want by the second date, there's no third date. You understand? And that's just a part of the game. And that's why you got to keep your numbers game up, because in most cases, a chick is only going to get 2 chances. You understand? And that's how it is. So, because again, it's hard to know sometimes where they just there for attention, and they're not really interested. Sometimes it's hard to know. So you just gotta give them a chance. You gotta give them a chance to see where it's really at. Now, because look, and I'm gonna tell you too, sometimes a chick will smash. You understand? Sometimes a chick will smash just to keep you interested because she wants to keep your attention. You understand? Sometimes they're not really down for anything. Sometimes they're not really feeling you. Like, again, you have to know what you want, because if you just want to smash, then fine. But if you're looking for a relationship, then that's something else entirely. But a lot of times these chicks just want attention. In any case, they want attention, whether they're seriously interested in you or not. They still definitely want attention, because that's what women want. So it's always hard. But the thing is, you have to know what you want. So if she's giving you what you want, then she can, you'll trade your time for her giving you what you want. So if what you want is sex, then cool. If what you want is to hang out with a female, then cool. If what you want is her to become a part of your roster and she's giving you that, then cool. That's really what it's all about. You have to look at what you want, and if you're getting what you want, then you give her the time and attention. But once you realize that you're not getting what you want, then you have to drop them, bro. That's really it. It's nothing more complicated than that. Like, once they're not giving you what you want, you got to drop them. So if you're the type of dude that wants sex and you're not getting sex, there's no third date. There might be a second date, but there's no third date. If she makes out with you and she shows that there's possible interest to have sex on the second date, then cool. But if you go on the second date and then sex still doesn't happen, then it's like, nah, no more time for you. I got to move on. Let me see. Jay Williams says, should I still date if I live with a roommate? I'm not financially stable, but I want a variety of women. Well, Jay Williams, you're just going to have to be a little bit more creative on your dating ideas. So you're going to have to, take her for a walk, or figure out a way to get her back to the crib, or, buy some cheap wine or some cheap liquor and get her back to the crib, or whatever it is you like to do. I don't know what you like to do. You have to look at what you like to do, but you have to be creative and invite her along and do it in a way that it doesn't cost you money. But there's always a way to do anything that you really want to do. You understand? So even though you have a roommate, just make sure you have your own room and that you can close your door and have privacy. Having a roommate doesn't stop you from, being able to get women. You have a roommate, but just make sure, there's privacy. And if you're not financially stable, just make sure you're not spending that much money. You understand? And with that type of situation, you're definitely going to have to, make your offer way more interesting, meaning that you're going to have to up your mouthpiece, up your charm, in a sense, because if you don't have the resources of money, then you're going to have to figure out other ways to keep her interested. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. So, your game got to be at a certain level. And that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? Let me see what else would I say to that. Yeah, just make sure you have privacy in your dwelling, and just try to do things that don't cost a lot of money. And a lot of these chicks, just to be honest, they want to do things that cost money. They want to. So you're gonna have to up your numbers game and be patient. You know what I'm saying? And fuck with the chicks that's willing to do shit that don't cost no money. And be creative. Be creative allow time for her to get to know you. Not time, but allow an opportunity for her to get to know how interesting you are. So at some point, it won't even matter that you're not doing anything big. You're doing simple things, but because getting to know you is an interesting experience, then that's what'll keep her interested. You know what I'm saying? So work on creating an interesting experience in general. You understand? I mean, I create an interesting experience, but my experience involves going out and getting drinks, which costs money. So it is what it is. And that's something that a lot of, on average, that's what a lot of people love to do. Go out, have a drink and talk. You understand? But in your case, you just might have to think up something else that's interesting that people might like to do, but that just doesn't cost any money. So it could be a conversation. It could be maybe Netflix and chill, maybe staying at home and cooking or something like that. But you just got to figure it out. Maybe taking a walk to a park, or maybe finding a place in your city that has a view of the city, or it's an interesting place to hang out or walk around or something like that. You have to be creative. You have to think of things. You know what I'm saying? All right, do you think women attract other women? Of course. I mean, I'm assuming you mean if you fuck with women, if they attract other women. Of course. When women see a man with women with a girl, then she's like, oh, I wonder what her experience is like with him, and then she begins to be curious. It's like is what I call the sneaker endorsement. You know what I'm saying? When you have a chick fucker with you, that's an endorsement. So yes, having a woman attracts other women, of course. Christian Goggins says, is there a window of opportunity when interacting with chicks? I got a couple girls' phone number and matches online. I haven't hit up yet for a couple months. Is the well dry? Not necessarily. You can still try, but I know one thing I do know is that the best thing to do is to do what they call striking while the iron is hot, which means you want to reply as soon as possible. You want to set up the date as soon as possible. Because when a woman matches with you, that's when her interest is fresh. So you want to jump on it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to waste too much time, but you can still try. There's nothing wrong with seeing if they still might be interested. There's nothing wrong with that. This dude says most chicks are looking for a relationship. So how do they get dick? So Akul, you think most chicks are looking for a relationship. That's not necessarily true. A lot of chicks are looking for dick too. So that's how they get dick. Sometimes chicks are just looking for sex, just like men, because women love sex. All right, let me see. Should I swipe matches or just send the same messages to different women on dating apps? Should I swipe matches or send the same messages to? Well, I send every woman that I match with, I send them the same message. I don't do anything different. Now y'all coming in with all these questions. Jesus Christ. King Leak, I'm tired of you. It says, isn't that social proof? Women want men who other women want, basically. I mean, you could call it social proof, I guess. But I mean, the bottom line is, if she sees a man with women, then she realizes that there's something about him that other women like. So it's just common sense. Yeah, you always got to come up with some type of fucking catchphrase for everything. It's like, everything don't got to be a fucking, you know what I'm saying? It's not a catchphrase. It's just life unfolding in front of you. Explode V2 says, I'm a grad student. I holler at women on cashier in supermarkets or women at Starbucks. But my cousins say these women are not on my level mentally and that I need women with something to lose. But all types of people holler at women on cashier in supermarkets. Oh, so you like to holler at chicks at the cashier? See, let me tell you something. First of all, I would tell you that that's kind of weak to holler at a woman who's a cashier at a supermarket. Only, and the reason why I say that is because the reason why you're hollering at them is because they have to stand there because that's their job. That's sort of weak. That's sort of weak. You know what I'm saying? Don't holler at all types of women. You know what I'm saying? Don't just holler at women at cashiers just because they have to stand there and ring up your groceries. That's weak. Holler at everybody. Anyway, do you cold approach girls on the street, and how do you Stop a girl that is walking. You have to walk with her for a couple of strides and try to get her attention. If she continues walking, you leave her alone. But if she stops, then you continue your spittage. All right. That's about it, guys. I'm about to get up out of here. Thank you guys for fucking with me. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. King Leak, thank you for all of the questions. Everybody, thank you for the questions. Let me look at the people. Let me see. Just Tip, Akul, Christian Goggins, Jay Kizia or Kaiser, Jay Williams, King Leak, Deshaun Taylor, True Savage, Stan JP, just a Tip. I said Mari, Illmatic, Bill Pert, Debo, 1, 2, 3, 4, Go, By My Mixtape, Greg Hardaway, and Kenwood Drop. Thank you guys for all your questions, man. Appreciate you. And thank you for everybody else for hanging out, man. I appreciate you. Shout out to the big homie, Mr. Lucario. If you know, you know. If you don't, do some research. You feel me? But shout out to him real quick. And, we appreciate you guys for fucking with us. We're going to keep this going. And remember, the game does not care about your feelings. So get out of your ego and, just keep focus on the hustle inside. Focus on the numbers game. Focus on the grind inside you. And don't let none of this shit fuck with your brain. You know what I'm saying? Stay focused on your goals. Stay focused on what you really want to do. And always remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.
When it comes to being a man, it's about being that rock. It's about being stable.
So first, you're going to have to find discipline within yourself. Do you have that type of discipline? Do you even have the heart to be ruthless?
Women need leadership. It is in their nature to seek out leadership.
You can't do it 99 because all that's part of a man. You got to do it 100.
Apparently, these women out here having sex with somebody. Apparently, they're getting pregnant with somebody. Shoot, somebody getting some.
You should look at something like hypergamy and allow it to inspire you to always be evolving, getting better, expanding, developing.
There are things you know, there are things you don't know. Then there are things you don't know you don't even know.
There can be 10 of us in one room, and there's one question, and there's 10 correct answers, all different.